I like to go back to the Mother Earth. I'm not on Earth yet. I don't know what planet I'm on. I want to go back to the Earth.
And how can we get back to the Earth?
Just the same way you came. You just set your mind. Use your imagination. And just go.
When you go to Earth, will you still be in the same form?
No.
Tell me about that.
I will be more in a human body. I'm going to eat the food. I'm going to eat the clothing. I'm going to need a place to live. But you know, like the child who is born out of spirit to experience human form. And have to experience everything. There might be suffering. There might be injustice. There might be exploitation. There might be confusion. And still, through all that roads, you have to go and find your light.
Why is that necessary to go through all that to find the light? And to do it without the knowledge?
Because we chose to do so, we have a free will. We have to learn. It is our choices. We chose to be there.
May we ask who is speaking now?
Spirit.
What should she call you?
Universe.
Are you also considered as higher self?
I come in many forms, in many lifetimes, in many universes.
Mm-hmm.
And all that happened all at once. It's not one location, it's every location existing at the same time. We have tremendous power. We just have to learn how to use it in the right way. We are powerful beings.
How long have you been?
Many, many, many lifetimes. Too many to count. We've been in different universes, in different spaces, different locations. which there's no name for it.
What is the name of that planet that you brought to see today?
I don't know, I would call omniverse.
And that's where her temple lives?
No, the temple was in another planet which is not the Earth. It's a different planet.
Can she travel there whenever she wants to?
Yes, she can.
What is the best way for her to do that?
Move like a light. Light can move anywhere it wants. The space doesn't exist.
Can you give us some more detail? How does a human turn into a light to move like a light?
Everything is light. And a light decides what shape or form you want to become. Depends what you want to experience. Can do everything, anything, at no time at all. Can go anywhere they want using your desire. Wherever you want to be, you put your desire and you're right there in no time. Time doesn't exist.
It talks about Atlantis, Egypt, the Temple of the Beautiful, working as a high initiate of light Isis.
Yes,
How can she bring all that wisdom forward so she can utilize it in this lifetime?
she has to go back to the temple, the beautiful, and observe how that was done. She has to bring her memory and knowledge.
Can we do that today?
Yes,
Can you come with us and walk us through the whole thing with her?
she is with Isis at the temple of beautiful in Atlantis. It's a beautiful temple filled with all kinds of crystal, different color, different sizes, and all of them are light and they have a power to heal. Different color correspond to different chakra. And the Isis, I always see the Mother Mary as an Isis. She is just have a different appearance and they're using light. And the other symbols, but you don't need no symbols or anything. You just have to learn how the light can create and manifest anything what you want by your desire. You just have to put intention what you want to accomplish and have 100% faith. That you are omnipotent.
Is she at the temple now?
Yes, she can create a temple and she can remove the temple. But the power of thoughts, the temple could be huge or could be small. So she could create them anywhere. When it's needed.
Is this beneficial only for, or can anyone do this?
Anyone can do that. It's not any special. She is just like everybody else. There's no separation.
So what is the best way for someone to connect, to do that kind of work? Should they begin with a prayer or meditation or chanting or something?
You might do that way, but the very simple way is just to put intention, what you want to accomplish. And you could do many different ways, whatever feels right for you. You can go directly to, or you can do a prayer, or you can do meditation. It really doesn't matter. What it counts is your intention. There's not one way, it's in millions of different ways. We have that capability of moving energy. I call that light. That energy I call light.
Mm-hmm.
And you do that with the power of your mind. And actually you don't need anything. But you may use some symbol. You may use something else, or you just use the plain light.
When we do this, this is how healing is created.
Yes. You're the one who do the healing. In order to heal, you have to have a faith that you are doing your own healing. Nobody else does it, just you. Nobody can do for you. You have to do it for yourself.
How does a person gain faith if they don't have it?
That's why they're going through a lot of other experiences who might put them in a right path. Sometimes you get lost in a way and going all around and around and around till they find the right path for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And each path is a little different. There's no two right paths. And every path is okay. There's no right or wrong. that only when we put the judgment of right and wrong, if there's no judgment, every path is perfect.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about the temple and healing?
And the temple is just a symbol which you create in a special environment, but you can get healed without a temple. It's just humanity chose to have like ceremony, but it's just that desire to have that ceremony, but it's not necessary. We have to learn how to use power of intention. But there are many different paths, many different ways to accomplish that. And all paths are okay. There's no right or wrong path. When we realize that we're such a powerful being, that's all we need, and we're very powerful. And that we have to learn that we are so powerful.
Does Rena have other guides that she works with besides you?
We have the biggest guide is Mother Mary, which could be the Isis. It's her main guide. She has many others. But right now, she's working on her own.
What do you mean she's working on her own?
Her spirit feels that she has to be her own guide.
I have comprised some questions. Should we ask them to you or to another guide?
That could be directly to her.
Okay. What is the best way for her to receive clear messages, to open lines of communication?
She has to learn how to trust her own power.
What's the best way for her to trust her own power?
For her to know that she's a part of the Creator and can create and have confidence in herself. She has to build her confidence and have complete faith who she really is. She has some idea, but she's still going through the confusion.
Tell her who she really is.
She is God, Goddess incarnate.
What does that mean? She's God, Goddess incarnate.
That's what she is.
You mean like creator?
Yes. By creator.
Mm-hmm.
She has a power, but she's not doesn't have 100% faith yet.
What is she to do with this power?
To create. It's a power of creation. Create a new planet, create a new universe, create anything which has love. Our light.
There were times in her life when she was helping people and witnessing other doctors that were harming people. Would that be a place she could utilize that power to stop doctors from and other beings from harming?
She has to go through that path to learn. That was her learning experience, and she would never know unless she witnessed. That was her choice to be there at that time, and this was okay to witness, because that gave her the idea, and she agreed to go through that. That was her sole choice, to pick up that particular time. Her soul chose that path, and she had to witness all that was necessary for her to learn the lesson the hard way. There's no wrong or right way. They all are accepted as the right way.
What is she to do with this power now?
To inspire the others that every one of us has the same capability and have the same power. They just not aware. Do they have that power? Yet. But they will learn. They will get that power.
What about those that use the power for harming others?
That was also designed by the Creator, to help us, to give us the power. But we have to And he created, the dark out of love. So we have to learn and God loves both the dark and the light. So we can learn from each other. And it was necessary to do that way.
On earth it seems so difficult to understand that the dark has to be embraced as much as the light.
Yes, we have to learn how to do that. And send them a love. Because they are confused. But they are our teachers. And we have to send them love and light.
Has had some encounters with entities at different points in time. How can she protect herself and make sure this never happens again?
There's no such a thing as she can protect her completely. She has to have encounter. She has to accept that path. That was for her own personal experience. Through that experience, she acquired a lot of knowledge which she didn't have before. And it was necessary in her path in this lifetime for her to learn those lessons.
So the gentleman that had closed the portal, that doesn't ensure that they're not going to come back? How does that work?
No, he just helped her to understand and put temporary break, but he's not in control either. If she has to experience them again, let it be. Don't try to fight anything you're afraid of with my experience. So remove your fear. And accept everything as is, as perfect.
Ask if she's fulfilling her life purpose.
She did some fulfilling, but it's a lot more for her to learn still. She's not done yet.
Can you tell her a little bit more about that?
She has to know herself on a much deeper level. And use her knowledge and experiences to share with others and be more accepting the other people's choices, not to judge them, good or bad. She has to learn how to live in cooperation, not to work by herself. She has to be working more in a group of people and accept them the way they are with no judgment.
Does she need to take any specific classes or any trips or anything?
No, she has sufficient knowledge. She just has to apply that knowledge into action and rely on her own intuition and learn how to work with others in a groups. Be more connected with other people. Because there's no separation.
Is there something I can do to help with that?
Yeah, you help her a lot. By giving this reading. You know each other from different lifetime. This is not the first encounter with Elizabeth. We met many lifetimes before.
Can you tell us about those lifetimes?
They are in ancient Rome. In Olympus, in Greece, in Roman time. The soul always connected with other souls to work together.
Did we walk the earth together with Mary and Jesus?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I see you walking on Palestine land, the bright sun. Being a female in this lifetime. She was female.
Were we close friends?
More than that. We're soul connection. Same group of souls.
What can we do to maximize the knowledge and the wisdom to utilize it for the best in this lifetime?
Keep doing what you're doing. You bring a lot of consciousness to this planet for your work. So appreciate yourself. You have to take everything the way it comes and accept and do not judge. Every experience is a lesson for our soul to choose for us. to grow. Well, do the best you can to eat natural food, spend time in the sun. Be connected with the earth and stay away from all that craziness going on right now on the planet. Just bless every situation you are in. Send the blessing.